Hey everybody, you've reached Elizabeth and Joanne with World's Cup of Joe, Awaken Your Soul. This is your home for balanced energy in your twin flame connection. We talk about the energy of soul and what it is that you need to shift into in order to not only bring your twin flame back in, but to keep them in your space without pulling again. So if you found this channel, you are ready. And we say that very, very, very sincerely. Your soul knew you were ready for the shifts that are needed to really, really, truly choose you, and in turn, be prepared, be ready for the magnetization that's going to following your intention being on you. So we are here to teach you how the energy truly plays out in a twin flame connection, because how do we know? Because we're in ones ourselves. Joanne and I have been through it all. We've been through the dark night and the separation, and we now have balanced our people back into our lives for years. We are in permanent relating experiences. We both live with our people, and we are with you on this journey. This journey is the most challenging thing, the most painful thing we have ever experienced. And it has been our mission to help others that are in the same spots we have been in, because no one else understands this connection. No one. And everyone who's listening right now, you know what I'm talking about. You cannot talk to even your best friend about this connection if they are not in it, and they will never truly understand the dynamic and the energy shifts and what it feels like on this side of this connection. So we're here with you. Press subscribe if you like our content. Make sure to press the bell for all future notifications when videos come out. But today, oh my gosh, today we have a treat for you. So stay tuned, sit back, and feel into that energy of oneness, that energy of soul, and feel as the shifts come. Enjoy.
Guys are in luck. This question is amazing, and we're gonna get deep with you guys. This is high level balancing twin flame work. Seriously, because there's not a lot of people out there that are sharing this information or even balancing their twin flame in this permanent relating experience that me and Elizabeth are both in. There's a lot that's hiding information, and there's also a lot that's not in permanent relating experiences. There's also a lot that's not even in twin flame connection. So that alone is a struggle. When you find topics in this twin flame connection and you're hearing soulmate advice, we definitely recommend to make sure they are talking soul, my love. They're talking alignment. They're talking inner shifts. That's where your twin flame will find you, crave you, and be in your space. You're in the perfect channel because this is high level balancing. This question that we're sharing with all of you is an amazing treat. It's high level balancing at play. We have a beautiful soul who literally is finding her space between surrender and really concerned about the blocks between her and her person when they come back in. And watch and listen and how you can balance this as you experience your twin flame when they start coming back in, how you can balance this so that you can get more and more and more and more and more. So with that being said, let's get deep.
Here's the question. How does it feel to surrender versus giving up? Yesterday, I wanted to check in on my intention again, so I started with the detox. I did the first day in the evening and the second day today in the morning. He was already brought in later today at the same place. I don't understand it, because for me, it feels more like I am pushing the connection away and not so much like surrendering, as I absolutely don't feel like being in soul at the moment. And there are so many blocks between us, so we can't even talk to each other. So do I now just go back to what I did before seeing him today? Because I feel like if I just do that, I would meet him again with the same blocks between us. Or do I have to release something? Thank you so much.
So I want to say you're trying to figure it out, which is mind. Be in all of your experiences. I want to say, first and foremost, of course, right? You said you started the detox, you manifested them in. Of course, of course, of course, of course. That is surrender. You did the detox with the intention of releasing and being. Your person's come back in, and now you're judging and you're trying to figure it out. You got to go back into being, my love.
The reason why you did the detox was to choose you, to release, surrender to you. There's no blocking the connection because you're releasing the addictive energy. The detox is to release the addictive energy that's pushing towards your person, that allows your person to be in your space in whatever capacity it looks like, in how you can handle and balance your energy. So I did the detox, my person's come in. Now the mind is saying, well, this is why, and this is only limited now because of this, and blah, 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 blah. Versus, I did the detox, I'm releasing and being, oh, shoot, they're right freaking here. Guess the detox worked. And then the mind's taken over again, and you're in the same energy you did before doing the detox. Feel into what it feels like to surrender. That surrendered state where you need nothing, want nothing, and are everything. That is surrender. There is no blocking the energy of what you are. Surrender is allowing yourself to release the part of you that is not you, which is mind. And when you release mind, you're aligned with all. So there is no blocking what is. Be with what is. You are everything, my love. And you don't have to do anything other than being. So what I would recommend is go in your detox and pull up that day where you're balancing
your twin flame when they come back in during your detox. There's 2 balancing day in your detox program. That was specifically added there. So when we created the 30-day twin flame detox program, as we were creating it, we had to add 2 balancing days because so many beautiful souls were manifesting their twin flames days in their program. So we wanted to guide them on how to balance and still continue to keep releasing addictive energy as they're magnetizing their soul without going backwards, right? And so that's why balancing program naturally got created, because we were getting so many questions on how to balance. So as soon as you finish your detox, or while you're working your detox and your person comes back, go to the balancing days in your detox program, my loves. Those that are magnetizing in whatever steps they are in their journey have to balance when the person comes back in. So that's why it's really critical to balance your energy back to the space that brought them back in. That's why we teach you all to say, of course, when your person comes in, because we want it not to be a surprise. Of course, my person's come back. My energy's really balanced. Oh my gosh, this is not a surprise. Joe and Elizabeth warned me about this. Of course, when you align with soul, they are you. Your soul brings them in. And when your soul brings them in, it's a reminder to balance your energy so they can keep coming back in.
And balance your energy in each of the interactions without trying to figure it out. That's a difference. Surrender is soul. Mind is what tries to figure it out. So go back to being surrendered, which just is. Mind is trying to figure out the whys and hows and now what. Soul just is. And soul is in this here and now and is completely surrendered in this here and now. However way soul is revealing itself in this here and now. And be in that here and now. In the moment it's unfolding in front of you. That's surrendered, love. It's a difference between mind and soul. Am I in mind? Why is it this way? Why are we not talking? Questions are from mind, while soul is pure being. So be in the experience without figuring it out, because figuring it out is figuring out the future and the past, while soul is just experiencing this very moment right here, right now, in front of you, and it's enough. It's enough. Your person's in front of you, it's enough. Your person's not in front of you, it's enough. This moment in front of you is enough, right? Now you've gotten yourself out of intent. I'm doing the detox for me, and I'm going to release. And yes, keep doing the detox. At each and every time you feel your energy spike and it looks like you're going back to leaking and trying to make this journey and intent about your person. It is about you. The more you align with that, genuinely, authentically, the way you surrendered, which is a perfect example. I surrendered, I chose me, I let go. Boom, here they are. I'm going to keep surrendering. I'm going to keep letting go. I'm going to keep being. This is soul. Soul is acceptance of this moment right here, right now. That's the difference. What do you think, love?
Okay, so here's what I want to say, and how you can tell, because it's sort of a question of, am I surrendered, or is there more that I need to release? Like, what's going on? Let's use our energy as our guidance system, right? Feel into the energy. If the thoughts come and there's any kind of fear-based energy, feel it. You can feel it. If it does not feel good, it's fear-based energy. If the thoughts come and it's just from this place of unconditional love, then you're aligned to soul. So feel how the energy feels. But I do want to comment on the one thing. You obviously know how to bring your person in. You see it. You can see the energy so clearly. Okay, I know I can do this, and they can come back in. And the question was, but once they come back in, this is all I'm getting. I'm getting them magnetized, but this is what I'm getting. And I don't like that, or I'm judging this, or it's not enough, or whatever the case may be. But I want to say it's sort of all the same. It's all energetic. They're coming in, and then the mind is judging how they're coming in and what's enough. And that's where the energy spike is going. So that's where you have to say, okay, they're coming in and we're not talking. Why is that going on? Because it's going on through you. It's sort of like that video that we talked about, ice cream. You can get the vanilla ice cream, you magnetize them in, but until you can balance that vanilla ice cream, you can't get more. You can't get the sprinkles on top. Once the sprinkles come in on top of your vanilla ice cream, if you can't balance the sprinkles, you can't get the chocolate sauce on top. You're learning how to balance the energy once you've been in their presence, or once you've magnetized a manifestation or a sign in synchronicity or a text message, whatever it is that you've manifested. For you, my love, who asked this question, and by the way, I love you, I've missed you. You're bringing them in a way that now the mind is judging, but we're not talking. And it sort of goes back to, so you're manifesting that vanilla ice cream, but you don't know how to balance that vanilla ice cream, and you're not getting the sprinkles next. You have to work with what's going on within you, and the questions of, well, why aren't we talking when he's here? Or what am I doing wrong? That's where the leak is coming from. That's where the energy is pushing out. It's sort of analyzing and ruminating over the thoughts of, why is it not more? Or can it be more? Will it ever be more? There's still this element of that fear-based energy inside this question that I'm sensing, and that's what's preventing you from getting those sprinkles. And so what does this look like to be balanced? Okay, they're coming in, we don't talk. That's okay. I'm good. It's irrelevant if we talked or not, but the mind wants to judge it. The mind wants to say it's not enough. The mind will never be satisfied. So it's your job as the awakened twin, it's your job as a divine feminine, to sort of shut down mind when it starts questioning. Okay, mind, I get that you want more. I'm good with what I got. I'm good. My progress is not my person. My progress is how I feel every single day. And you're taking control as the conscious one, and shutting down the subconscious that wants to doubt, that wants to be in fear, that wants to question, that is never satisfied. The mind will never be satisfied. And I think if you guys can all hear this and really understand, we're all created this way. The mind is never satisfied. Us as the conscious one is the one who has to be aware and has to be in acceptance of anything and all that we get from our own energy reflected back to us by our person.
The video that you mentioned, love, is such a good example of the visual of being able to bring in more and more and more in your balancing. Or if you can't handle that, it stops, right? You can't get more of that ice cream. So we're going to add a link of that beautiful video that Elizabeth was talking about, so you can really understand the balancing work at play. So we'll add that link below here. And you can tell the difference between surrendered and when you're not surrendered.
The best way to identify is surrender requires soul. Surrender requires soul because surrender is giving it all up to God. Surrender is trusting the journey of your soul and giving it all up to your soul. And when you're not surrendered, when you're doubting, when you're asking, when you're figuring it out, you're in mind. That's the difference, my love. Am I in mind or am I in soul right now? If I'm in mind, then I'm in fear-based energies and I'm pushing away what is.
When I'm in soul, I'm allowing what is. And that's what happened when you did the detox, when you started the detox. You did it so beautifully. Go back to your question. Your question was like, I just want to feel good. I want to feel amazing. I'm going to go ahead and do the detox. Oh, shoot, they're here. Oh, I forgot everything I just did in that first few days of your detox. Go back to balancing, my love. Feel into what that looks like. Feel into what it took to get to that day. What was it? What inner shifts were happening? Feel into that. Balance that. That's where you balance more. And then you can get more of those scoops of those beautiful balancing ice cream in each of your interactions when you get deeper back into that surrendered state of soul. Surrender requires soul, my love, because surrender has no fear. It is not controlled to mind. I'm not going to figure out what my person is doing, thinking, feeling, because that is running the connection through mind. And we all know this is what everyone understands in this journey is it's two bodies and one soul, my love. This is a soul connection. This is a soul's journey. Surrender to your soul. Surrender to soul.
When you have a preference or an expectation, you can already tell your mind, right? Because when you're in unity consciousness, when you're aligned with soul, there's nothing needed. This is perfect. My person's right here right now. Okay, this is perfect. Oh, he's not here right now. Well, this is perfect too. Any moment I'm in right now is perfect because this is what my soul is choosing. And whether my person is here or not and how he's interacting with me or not is irrelevant to this here, this moment here, this moment that is sacred and precious, the moment you're in. That's surrendered love. You got to be okay wherever you are in this moment right now, irrelevant to your person. They're the byproduct of your alignment. So you're feeling into the oneness and the surrendered state. Oh, shoot, they're right here. Well, that oneness, surrendered state and feeling, I'm going to go back to that because I wasn't in that for him. See the difference? I'm in that for me. Oh, he's here. Now I'm doing it for them. Well, they're not going to be able to do anything with you because you're doing it for them, which is out of intent, which is push. Versus being in your experience for the sake of being in that experience for you. You got to go back to being. You got to go back with intent, my love. The intent is to feel good. The intent is to feel amazing. Man, I'm feeling really good. Man, I'm feeling really amazing. And that's enough. We love you guys so much. We hope you have an amazing day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.